everybody.
Good morning.
To the Aquatic Morning Show. Yes, we're actually live today. I am so sorry about the last 2 days. Well, actually, Tuesday
What's
and
your
Thursday.
excuse, Jess?
My excuse, I was sick as a dog. That's my excuse.
Oh, poor dogs.
I know. I feel better than I did. But yeah, no, I was sick, and I think well, everybody on the crew that usually helps, everybody was just worn down from this weekend. You know, they didn't want to have to ask anybody to help or to do it or anything like that. Good morning, Stephen. So I was just like, look, when we'll be okay. 2 days, we'll be all right. So yeah.
How you feeling, Jess?
I feel way better.
Good.
Way better. Yeah. I've been on antibiotics now for today's day 3. And yeah, just better. That's all I can say.
So better. I thought your voice had gone hoarse because you had been interviewing like everybody at Aquashella, and it's so loud. You just got to yell.
Yeah. 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 And then with it being that, I think it didn't help was Saturday when it was so hot and muggy inside. Ended up with a really bad sinus infection.
Yeah.
But it's all good. It's on the healing side of things. So, good. And I did take 2 tests. I promise you it wasn't COVID. 2 negative tests. But yeah, no, and I'm prone to sinus infections anyway, so it wasn't no surprise. But I am sorry for just canceling.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to come up this week until now anyway.
You know, it was like I said, I think there was a lot when we came back from Aquashella. There was a lot to get caught up on, and everybody was wore out. You know, so and then I was sick, and there was just a lot. So I was just like, no, I'm just canceling. So let everybody catch up, and we'll get back to the grind.
Yep.
So, well, let me see who's in here this morning that showed up. I'm not really expecting a high number today because we've been gone since. Well, we were here Monday, but after that.
Is the second half of the show going to be all of the fisheries that you haven't caught up with?
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, right? Actually, I was going to play one of them during for the mid-morning break. And then, because I've got 2 to catch up on. So I was going to play one for the mid-morning break, and then the second one.
2? Only 2?
Time. Huh?
You got Tuesdays, Thursdays, and today's.
Oh, so today's Friday.
And they're 15 minutes long, so that'll take up 45 minutes.
Well, there you go. That's the show.
15 minutes each.
Right?
I didn't have to work very hard today. Alex did.
Hey, what a way to spend Friday.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But
learning things.
We were supposed to have spent somebody's birthday on Tuesday. Don't know whose birthday that was. Couldn't be this guy's right here. That guy right there. Maybe.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
I did have a stream since you didn't. Just because.
Right.
Well.
Yeah.
I was celebrating my birthday.
Because I was supposed to. Well, guess what? From the Aquatic Morning Show, even though it's 2 days late, happy birthday, Papa Shrimp, Jerry, my friend.
Happy birthday to you. It's your day. Don't throw it away. I've come to celebrate in a big way. Another year. So come on and cheer. It's the birthday last frontier. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're having a good time, making me feel fine. I wish that day would never come to an end. So come on and party. One day you will see that it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Get them all blurred out now.
So the lyrics are "Come on and party, and one day you will see it's your birthday."
I don't know. It's
Don't overanalyze.
the free
Yeah.
that came from. I don't even know where that one came from. I don't think that was the only one that was on Soundstripe or Soundstrip or whatever at the time that wasn't copyrighted.
Well, thank you. That's the first time I've heard that song for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Always for everybody else.
Yep.
True that.
Well, good morning, Vietnam. No. Good morning, people in chat. Miss Lori, Monster Fish Gal, Bigfoot Fish Tanks, Dennis, Scruffy Aquatics, Mike's Aquatics and Things, Sky Dancer, Miss Dee, Fish Dreams, good morning. Papa Shrimp in chat. Joe Coffee, good morning. Terry's
Barbara.
Tropical Tanks, good
Do we say
morning.
good morning to Barbara Jackson?
Good morning, Miss Barbara Jackson. There's Miss Jenna P. Jump. Jennifer Weaver, good morning. Mississippi Hippie. Sherry, we missed you.
Yeah, where's she been?
She went to, didn't she go to the Triple Crown?
She did.
Yeah, so she went to the Triple
probably
Crown and wasn't able to make it.
Recovering from Triple Crown.
Yeah,
Still.
Yeah.
I bet. Like, I don't, you guys that went to the Triple Crown and then turn around and went to,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. For those
Yeah,
who
we're
did 2
stupid,
weekends
crazy
in a row.
people.
woo.
That was dumb. I don't regret it, but dumb.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have done it too. I'd have done it too, but I would be probably instead of the 2 days I wasn't here, it'd probably been the rest of the week.
Hmm.
It'd have taken that long to recoup.
Yeah, it was just Triple Crown was a week of sleep deprivation, and then the Aquashella Dallas was just like continuation of that.
Yeah. I think from just videos and kind of talking to everybody that because there's so much packed into Aquashella in 2 days, really not even 2 days, really like a day and a half, because half a day on Sunday, everybody starts breaking down. So it's like a day and a half. But you guess you could count Friday because a lot of people are setting up on Friday. But anyway, for the time of being open, the day and a half, is a lot more jam-packed than what it was kind of lengthened out during the Triple Crown.
Yeah, I mean, Triple Crown vendor room was open every day. Silent auctions you could bid on every day. I guess some of the bigger differences each day were speakers, and like they had field trips and stuff, which I didn't go on.
And you didn't have to go on those, or if you wanted to, you could.
Yeah, didn't want to, which
yeah.
It sounds like that's possibly where the COVID might have come from, is maybe going on those field trips just from like the people who first tested positive, went on the Rusty Wessel tour.
Dang it.
Haven't done a test today, but still negative.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was, it was definitely a lot of people in Dallas, a lot of people. But I mean, anywhere you go, convention right now, anywhere you go, it's everywhere.
Good morning, Carrie.
Morning, Carrie.
Gary, good morning.
I think one of the things that I noticed about it was,
There we go.
just that it seemed to me, I didn't get the chance to walk around as much as a lot of y'all did, but it seemed to me like freshwater is kind of taking command of Aquashella.
Good.
I know from the first one where it was like 3/4 saltwater and a fourth freshwater, and then it started to even up a little bit. Now it seems like this one, it seemed like there was just more representation from the freshwater side than saltwater side. And maybe because Reefapalooza's coming soon, who knows? But I was impressed with that, seeing all the freshwater, vendors.
Yeah.
And booths.
Well, if you look at like the fish tube area, how many of us are freshwater versus like, I mean, there's Coralfish 12G, he's the big saltwater guy.
George.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I
This is
think
true.
the audience is changing. Like the attendee crowd is changing.
Or maybe more and more people are just getting to know that know of it. Oh, well, I'm just trying to make this better and I'm making it worse.
Earthquake.
Yeah, hang on. I don't know what I did.
So, Jess, you're not going to the Clash?
Okay, so the deal is if I go to the Clash, I can't go to Aquashella. So
Well, you got to go to Chicago. You're on our team, and yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So yeah, doesn't look like I'm gonna make the Clash. So
When is the Clash?
September 23rd through the 25th. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
One of those things to go to the Clash, turn around, go back to Aquashella type thing.
Instead of 1 week, it's 2 weeks.
Cassie B, good morning. Good to see you. I need a dab. Fish Ranch Aquatics.
Aquashella was fantastic, but the Triple Crown was
Your
more
local
relaxing.
Austin.
Michael, Chris Howell, Google morning, everyone.
Good morning, Cassie B.
Aquashella was fantastic, but the Triple Crown was more relaxing. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
There's gonna be a cornhole at the Clash, and I wanted a rematch against Jess.
Well, maybe they'll do it again at Aquashella. Oh wait, you won't be there.
I won't be there. It'll have to be
right.
Jenna will have to be representing.
That's right. It was my first time, so that was just beginner's luck. I mean, that's all it was. But I do have it all
comeback, though.
I do have it all on video. The whole 30 minutes is on video. I did it. It only got though the shots of me and you on that end. It didn't get Josh and Miss Oliver's face, because they were right here and the camera was facing that way, but it did get their tosses, so yeah.
Well, it was streamed, and Rob did a camera switch every time it was their turn. So
okay,
that'll be on there.
Cool.
Yeah, Brooklyn's on the way to the vet with Thor. Thor's not doing so hot.
Oh no. When it's Chicago, yep, it is
October 13th or something.
No, it's
8th and 9th.
It is Friday the 7th and then Saturday 8th, 9th. Yeah.
8th and 9th. October 8th, right? October 8th and 9th. Yeah. Kelly Foreman, good morning.
Kelly.
And I want to see the place that has the pond guy, the pond.
Greg Whitstock.
Yes.
Is that where he's located?
He's got a big place up there or something like that.
Cool.
Didn't they have like dinner there or something that night?
What, last year, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Something was done there. I don't remember what, but something was done there.
I can't imagine I would ever make it to an Aquashella Chicago.
You might. You never know. You might.
That's right, Jess. Did you hear that since I can't go to Chicago to represent our escape team, Kelly is going in my place?
Well, I kind of picked up on it. I didn't get all of the Facebook messengers when I was sick until yesterday. And then it was like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah.
And they all came in. So I didn't read all of them. So I just figured I'd get a hold of Jenna later. And I don't get my Facebook notifications.
Yeah, I don't either for Messenger. It stopped coming to my phone, so I have to actually open Messenger in order to see if I have any messages.
Right.
Really?
Well, I've got 4 that I would be getting notifications from, and my phone would not stop. Kind of like when I had Band and what was the other one? Discord. When I had those 2 linked, oh my goodness, my phone wouldn't shut up. So I had to just stop. So yeah, pretty much if you need me, text me. If it's real important, text me. Textbook notifications don't work right. Doesn't surprise me.
So Jenna said she'll give you important details because I know y'all are going to have like some meetings just to strategize about the escape. And I guess sort of like try to predict what hardscape they'll have and what kind of plans you can come up with.
I'm going to have to figure out a way to find somebody somewhere in the Pacific Northwest area, kind of close to Aquarium Co-op, that could go buy some German black rams when Dean has them and then ship them to me. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get them, darn it.
Yeah.
Or get Kenny. Maybe Kenny. Does Kenny have them? Did they buy any of the black German rams?
I don't know.
Black rams?
I don't know. Ask him.
Scuba Steve. I think Kenny's back at work, isn't he? I think Kenny's back at work or back to going to work.
Well, I didn't know that either. I'm just out of the loop.
Yep. The Nano Aquarium guy. Good morning.
I agree, Kelly. If we're going to go to the messaging thing, I'd rather just use the darn phone instead of an app. That's why I tell my kids all the time. I was like, why are you contacting me on Messenger? Just text me or call me. Don't do Messenger.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference to me at all. All notifies me on my phone.
Jenna, will you send Kelly my phone number?
Ooh, Bates and Genetics.
I don't think I have Kelly's phone number. Why would I? I don't.
I just want some of Dean's. You know, that's like,
right.
You can't go wrong when you tell somebody, you know, oh, I got some German black rams. They're like, oh, cool. You know, I got some of Dean's German black rams. Oh, wow, awesome.
Big Dog 35. What's going on, Bates and Genetics? I have a pair of black rams that I just found a couple of weeks ago. Cool. All right. Thank you, Jenna.
I mean, I couldn't find black rams, you know.
Yeah, you want Dean's
but they're not
black rams.
They're not black rams. They're the Dark Knight rams, or you know,
Dean black rams.
Yeah, I want the solid black with the sparklies on them.
The sparklies.
Yeah, the sparklies. I love the
It's
sparklies.
like they have glitter. Like that rock. Did y'all ever get all that glitter off everything?
I mean, I guess I got it out of my skin,
Yeah.
like metal flakes just on embedded in the skin.
The rock was really pretty. I really, really do like it. But you better be in a place where you won't. It's okay for glitter to go because it was everywhere. And is it glitter or is it something else?
Well, it's not supposed to be natural rock. I guess it's got just bits of metal in it. I don't know. I don't
Is it
remember
metal
that.
or is it like quartz?
It's metal. Like the
Yeah.
rocks, they almost look like what's it called?
Fool's gold.
Fool's gold. Yeah.
If they were pretty, I liked them.
Luckily, whenever you actually got them underwater, they didn't just look like glitter rocks.
Right.
They look pretty good.
They did. I did. I really liked them.
No, it's not the same as rounds, Cassie.
Flakes.
Wait, somebody said something about corgi.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Aqualand is cool. We can swim with the koi and eat dinner. Yes, Carrie. Yes.
Swim with the coil and eat dinner at the same time?
Yes. Cassie B. I made a whole lot of corgi designs for my mom, Jess, for tumblers. Ooh. She's on her way to the Corgi Nationals. Really? Aw. Cool. So she shows corgis?
Guess so.
So
there's like a corgi competition, or is just corgi show? They judging corgis?
Yeah, I don't know. Greg! Hi, Greg! I hadn't even seen you since I've been back.
Yeah, nobody used pink glitter rocks.
Nobody.
They were an option. They were there.
I thought they were pretty, but that was a hard rock to put in a scape, and it looked natural to me. I mean, it was pretty. Yeah. Maybe like for a little girl's tank for their room or something. But for a natural scape, I don't know how it would. Like, are there pink mountains somewhere, or where's the pink rock?
I don't know.
Coming from, She embroidered. She is highly requested vendor. Oh, she's got
the pink mountains are next to the strawberry fields.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Move on.
Strawberry Fields, also a good scape.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
Corgi, pumpkin pie, pink glitter rocks.
Oh.
Says New Local Austin.
Appreciate the food, dude. That was cool on Saturday to have some food in the middle of all of the madness when we couldn't get away.
Nice.
There he was to save the day.
I got it, Kelly. Thank you.
Oh, I haven't even seen Jenna this morning. She says, guess what? I got to bring a child to school again today. Lillian's bus never came. So yesterday, Zachary's bus, just passed them up. They tried to flag her down. They just kept driving. And I guess Lillian's bus didn't show up today.
Landon this morning, his is supposed to come between 6:20 and 6:25, or 6:25 and 6:20 and 6:25. Well, he was still in the house at 6. He was walking outside at 6:19, and his bus was leaving our driveway. But he was able to run and catch it at the next driveway, and she waited.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but that aggravates the heck out of me when they say, "Okay, will you be out here between this time and this time, and you're good," and they come before that time, and they don't get in trouble.
Nah. Yeah, new year, new drivers, learning curves.
Anything before noon is too early for you. Kids don't go back to school for over another 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
What? Wow. The bus was broke down. The replacement was supposed to come. Her bus is supposed to come at 6:15, but it still hadn't come at 7:20. Oh.
Yikes.
We're lucky to have a bus driver. Y'all don't have bus drivers?
Kids went back yesterday. What Mike said. Yeah, same here. They started yesterday. But yeah, they're figuring things out. Zachary's bus driver yesterday afternoon said she didn't stop because the kids looked too little. So she just didn't stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't do that either.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb excuse.
Because that'd be like Landon. Well, he didn't look like he was a high schooler. Well, no, he don't. Not yet.
No. Is he a freshman?
Yes.
Yeah, well, no, they don't look like they look tiny.
Right. And oh my gosh, they all do. They all and I don't remember there being such a difference between the freshmen and the either juniors and seniors, but there is such a difference.
Oh, I don't know. Whenever I was a freshman in high school, the seniors looked like full blown adults to me.
Yeah. Yes.
So how are those Rosy Barbs doing?
Oh, good. I had them in that 15 cube, thinking that they would just breed in the moss, but there's too many in there. There's too many for a 15. And
yeah, because we brought like 5 fish more.
So I want to see if I can put them with a pair of angels that I have. I don't know if it'll work or not. While like the females or the males, one or the other, I need to separate them again and feed them up again. That bucket, that's what I was trying to think of last night, what I did with that bucket. Because I guarantee there's eggs all in that bucket.
From the bucket we had them in Aquashella?
Yeah. What did I do with that bucket?
Do you have the neons in there too?
Yeah. Here's the bucket. Ooh, and the bucket even still has water in it. Huh.
Well, if they're anything like Brookley's Rosy, well, they are Brookley's Rosy Barbs.
Yeah.
Those eggs, there's like still water in a tank that she wasn't using, just sitting there with no heater. Those eggs hatched. Those fry survived.
How long does it take for them to hatch?
No idea.
Huh. I won't. I was thinking of this last night. I guess I was halfway dreaming this and thinking of it at the same time, but or maybe I was looking at the tank and I remember when Blake was on the stream with us, and he makes those egg catchers, that he 3D prints.
Yeah, I remember those. They look like a kind of a hang-on back filter kind of thing. It
Yeah.
uses the bubbler from the
Yep.
breeder boxes.
Yep. Well, I
Oh.
wanted to get some of those or get one or two of those for my Danios. But I bet they would work really good for the Rosy Barbs too. But I need to tear down these 229s because I've got to put some 10 gallons up. But now I need to put like a 220 highs up.
48 hours, 30 to 48 hours is the hatch time. If the temperature is in the high 70s, low 80s.
Are they big or little babies?
This says like infusoria, liquid fry food. There's free swimming around day 5, free swimming fry. Oh, big enough to eat newly hatched brine shrimp.
Oh, well then
When they're free swimming.
it should be as big as guppy babies then.
Cool.
Huh. Where did my... Huh. Well, I haven't dumped the water out of there yet. In fact, your sponge filter is still sitting in it. The same water. So, and the plants, now if the plants are kind of stuck all over the place.
Yeah.
So if they stuck them to the plants, well, they may be in all kinds of tanks. And if they're in all different tanks, then they may get ate. But if the eggs fell to the bottom of the bucket, then there may have some hatch in there.
Oh, look, there's Amber. Hi, Amber.
Amber! Eric
Amber.
Lyrock. What's up, Eric?
I'm sitting here waving and I don't have a camera.
We're talking about Rosy Barbs and unintentionally breeding.
Yeah, Debbie Holding. Good morning. Scotty Aquati. Vanoski Fish Kodo.
Jess, did your curtain move or am I?
It
Yeah.
moved because I was
It makes all your plants look dead with the green screen.
yeah. Thank you, sister. I love you. She must not be typing in chat, but she's texting me.
So did you buy any fish, Jess, at Aquashella?
Nope, we didn't buy any fish. We just bought. No, we didn't buy any fish at Aquashella except for my tadpoles, and which are still doing good.
Good.
And but I did bring a bunch of guppies home, but I didn't buy them at the thing.
You brought them home from who?
Well, you know, it was a business deal done.
Oh.
It was a little side trade.
It's
in
a
the
little
back room.
side job done there, you know.
Nice.
But I do have a bunch of new pairs of guppies that I'm going to be breeding. So,
Sweet.
yes, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I bought a pair of purple mosaics from Jadron.
And that's one I don't have, actually.
Make sure, well, you got it down, but they look better in darker substrate. And I'm sure you have darker substrate in most of your stuff.
Most of it. Well, of course, the tank they're in right now is light sand. But I have just like a blue/purple tank of guppies right now with my Adolphoid cories just to isolate the blue.
All right. Now
Get
I
a
have
bunch
to
of
go to
fry.
Chicago.
Yeah. Why?
Because Amber's going. It'll be her first time she goes to an Aquashella since Chicago in 2019, I believe.
Wow.
She was supposed to go to Dallas last year, right?
Yep.
And then she ended up getting COVID.
Yep. She
She's
did.
supposed to go to Florida too, since she was living in Florida, but
Right.
Work.
Yep.
I think it was work.
Tickets are purchased. She's got them purchased.
All right.
Can you
Wait,
imagine?
Amber shouldn't have to buy tickets to Aquashella.
Depends on if she wants to work or not. Only Oscars. Good morning.
Good morning, June.
Mystery Snow Guardians. I'm still proud of myself for representing.
I think if Jason and I went to Chicago, we would probably not go as vendors.
You wouldn't. You welcome. I don't know how you would. How, from the way you explained it to me, how you would do that.
Yeah, it'd be almost impossible
Yeah.
unless one of us went there early, did some setup, and then had all of the stuff shipped there.
Oof.
You'd had to have it overnight shipped.
Yeah.
You'd have to have it overnight shipped.
That's a lot.
Packed
Yeah, that's a lot,
day,
you know. And then
overnight shipped that day to be there the next
booth
day.
and the travel and the food and the hotel, you know, it's just, if we're going to go, that would be one to go to as just creators and enjoy the show instead of be a vendor and be stuck.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a vendor or anything, but like just that the Fluval Scape contest, we used like every minute of our time, and that was 4 hours on Friday, 8 hours on Saturday.
Well, Brooklyn used every minute of your time while y'all stood there and watched.
Well, actually, she didn't because she got the migraine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Down for a few hours.
I just remember her sitting there complaining that I'm getting cramps in my calves because I'm too short to reach. And Steven's just standing there. I'm kind of tall. I could reach.
Okay. Okay. Well, I could, and I did. I put plants in there after she was down because of the migraine. But, I don't know what to put in there. Every sim plant that I put in while she was down with her migraine, I come back and she has taken them all out after she got up. So
I think everything that Jenna and you and Jenna put in there while she was down, at least it got in the tank.
Right.
Because she moved it all.
Well, we had to plan for the worst, as though she wouldn't be well enough to continue for the rest of because we only had a few hours left. And then the last hour I had to leave. So yes, bring a step stool, Kelly.
For me, Jordies.
I have a step stool. Kelly, why do you don't think it's going to be a lot of fun for you? Why?
Because she's going to Scape too. Like, it's going to be the Scape challenge. It's a lot of work. I mean, she'll enjoy Sunday, but the Friday is 4 hours, 4 intense hours, and then Saturday is all day.
Well,
except take some lunch breaks.
I'm the gopher, so I'm just the gopher. So I ain't getting him. I'm not getting in between Kelly and Brooklyn and scaping anything. I'm like, okay, you may go get this. Okay, how many rocks you want? Okay, what wood? Sure. Water.
And every tank that I looked at, I was walking around going, they need shrimp. Go to the next tank. They need shrimp.
You know what? I actually was thinking to bring shrimp because I figured, little nice Christmas ornaments on all the plants. We could have, but then we decided we're going to bring longfin Rosy Barbs, and they would totally go after the shrimp. But then at the last second, we decided to replace because we were using manzanita wood and it's all like stabby pokey. We ended up going with chili rasboras, which would have been fine with shrimp.
Yeah.
Yep. And they shrimp would have looked good.
And luckily, Kelly's bringing Jake to haul things, carry heavy.
And Josh
Heavy
will be there
buckets.
again too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing that shiznit at the Clash other than setting up TV for the Fish Fan videos on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sunday, I said, all right, Jenna, go walk around and shop because
Yeah.
she's never done that. And I was just like, I'm going to sit here and stop sweating for a second.
Well, and as y'all seen, I'm all over the place. I bounce. So
Yay, Carrie. Just found
really?
the last lost pup, the white one, right?
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
That's just
yes,
got to be so
yes.
stressful.
Thank you. Yes. 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 Thank you. Whoever.
Your dog just came in the room.
Yeah. God.
Yep.
That would consume my entire life, the whole week. My dogs are missing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh my gosh, I am so happy.
Good for you. Good for you, Carrie.
Yeah, and she thought they could possibly have been stolen. Those are good looking dogs. So yeah, they probably, I mean, like that would have been my thought too.
Yeah. Shibu Inu.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. That was scary. I'm so glad she was.
That sounds like a good plan, Amber.
Yeah, go as a vacation. Just enjoy it.
Taking a week off.
Nice.
Where are you working? Well, you don't have to say that on here.
She's like the executive sous chef.
Oh, okay.
That's why she's been so busy. Got responsibilities.
I didn't know that she was a chef.
I didn't either.
Or did she go to school to be a chef?
School of Hard Knocks.
School of Hard Knocks. I hear you. So she worked her way up.
Hey, I actually, y'all would be proud of me. So, like, my favorite cake is yellow cake with chocolate frosting, right?
Okay.
And you'd be surprised
kind of boring, Jerry.
how difficult that is for people to make. I've had
Really?
a lot of bad yellow cake with chocolate frostings in my lifetime. So I haven't had cake for my birthday in a couple of years, at least not my cake that I like. So I decided I'm going to bake my first cake ever.
Yeah.
So you've had trouble with bad cake. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to do this for the first time.
Yes.
That's going to go well.
Right, Steven?
Yeah.
You busted me already.
Are you just gonna use the yellow cake box mix?
That's what I did. I used the Duncan Hines super moist yellow cake box mix because
super moist.
That's the one that always tasted the best to me. And I've had people make it from scratch and it tastes like ass. So I was making my cake.
I'm not even gonna ask that.
So I made the two cakes in the round pans, and I trimmed the cake like I seen on TV, and I stacked them, and they looked good. But before I stacked them, I was like, okay, now I got to get the frosting out. Well, it was still 100 and something degrees outside, so when I went to the grocery store and left the cake stuff in my car while I was doing some other stuff, I didn't think that the frosting would be melty.
Oh,
well,
so you turned it into a glaze.
The frosting were a little melty. In my lack of experience of frosting a cake, I didn't pay any attention to it being a little melty. So when I started pouring the frosting out of the can, basically, and it's just drooping over the cake, and I'm trying to make it look nice, and it's just so it looked like a big giant pile of mud, but it tasted awesome. So I was
Yeah.
proud of myself.
That
My
liquid
first cake
frosting
ever.
gets absorbed by the cake too.
Yeah, it was, but like I said, it came out really good. I put it in the fridge. I put it in the fridge immediately after I frosted it, going, I should have let my frosting cool. I worried about cooling the cake part so that the
Right.
frosting wouldn't melt, but I didn't worry about the frosting already being melty in the first place. So, lesson learned. It was a good cake though. Mmm.
The plastic container for cakes is always 10 times louder. Try to get a slice of it at 2 a.m. That's right, Ian.
I know I have one of those, and you try to pop the little lid things that hold it down. It's like
Being quiet is hard. Yeah. Silver Creek Aquarius. Good morning. Yeah. There's 47 people, I guess.
Yeah, the store-bought cakes, to me, the frosting is way too rich and sweet, and then the cake itself is usually kind of dry and crumbly.
Right. Yeah. Good
I
box
don't
mix is
cook,
good.
but I can bake pretty good when I want to.
Who does the cooking then?
Sonny and Joe. Or
There you
we eat bought stuff that you can just throw in the oven or
hmm
Joey's mom was always the baker, and I was the cook. So I never really had to bake anything. So this was the first time I did.
Rico dropping a truth bomb in chat. All cakes are just failed pies. Be better.
failed pies.
Yeah.
Pies are wet. You would think that'd be the opposite.
Well, then maybe try better making a pie.
That's what I'll call my birthday cake, chocolate mud pie.
Yeah, I haven't had cake for my birthday in a couple of years either because I don't want it. So I'll tell Jenna make me a cobbler or pie or something like that. It's my birthday. I don't have to have cake.
What? What?
What?
What? We got engaged. Then she left me for a dude almost to Mexico. Then, that was ages ago. I'm married now, but 3 kiddos. But I'm still always cooking and teaching the girls to cook and bake.
Yeah, he was talking about trying to impress a woman who went to the cordon bleu.
Cordon bleu.
I missed the first part.
Yeah.
Cordon bleu. That's one of my favorite skits in Super Troopers too, when they go through the French skit. Did you ever see that movie?
I have seen it.
Holly.
It's been a bit. I have to think about it. I remember Super Troopers.
Le Cordon Bleu, le Luc Robitaille. And they're just saying a bunch of random French words.
Oh, I want to know what it says about me, Amber. She says pies and cakes are both individually unique and can't compare with each other, though it says a good bit about a person depending on which of the two they prefer. Well,
So what does it say about me, Amber, that I like chocolate cake with melty frosty?
No, you like yellow cake with chocolate icing.
That's what it is.
It's a solid choice. A little bit boring, but I'm not going to judge you for that.
I'm traditional, old school.
Yeah. Boston
Good
cream
morning,
pie.
Nicole.
Meh. Cheesecake. Get out of here with that.
I actually like carrot cake, though.
I do too. And you know what? Cabbage cake might be okay too.
See, Amber agrees. That's a classic choice, not boring.
No, Amber, let me roast him for his yellow cake choice. Instead of a good red velvet or German chocolate.
I don't like German chocolate.
What?
No. Joe does, but I don't. Ew.
There you go. Suggesting that cake is for poor people.
What?
We used to eat a lot of cake when I was a kid. And then my dad got a job and we could afford pies.
That is kind of true, though. There is some truth to that.
I just imagine him growing up. Cake again.
Right?
It's every night with this.
While he does this with his hair and moves his beard.
I like a good yellow cake with homemade chocolate frosting. When I was, I guess, in my early teens, for every birthday, I would get a whole can of the milk chocolate icing. And I would sit there and just eat the icing.
Ugh.
Just make myself sick. I love it, though. But now I like the buttercream. So.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't white.
Another thing that I saw my brothers do that I tried once and couldn't handle it. There was like a jar of peanut butter and a bag of chocolate chips. My brother would pour the chocolate chips in a bowl, mix it with the peanut butter, put that in the microwave and swirl it around and just eat it with a spoon.
What?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Wow. Wonder how you come across that concoction.
Probably was inspired by Reese's, I guess. I don't know. Just too much sugar. I'm more of a salty snack guy.
I like salty and then sugar. I like them together, or one and then the other, like back to back. Salty and then sweet. Right now, I'm hooked on drumsticks. Yeah. Yeah, I can eat like a bunch of them one day.
I actually did go out last night and I played the drums at my local jam bar. Well, not local.
You ain't called me while you've been doing that yet either. You said you were going to call and do that and put me so I could hear.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Well, I went again and I had like 4 different bands that wanted me to play, or groups that wanted me to play with them. So I was going to have a busy night, but some other drummers showed up. So I took off and let them do it.
Why?
I played 2 sets, and that for me, that's a lot. That's the most I've played since my surgery.
Oh.
So it felt good though. It felt good to be able to get up there, play a set, take a break, get back up there and play another set. And, I didn't really feel tired or anything. My heart wasn't, pounding like crazy. So it felt good. I'm starting to get my, my
groove back.
Yeah.
Get your jive back.
Feels good.
Good. Well, I forgot to play my coffee cup sponsors, you guys. Yeah. And Dee Dee's got to wake us up completely, fully. Wake us up fully.
Yep.
All right, clock.
Where?
Got to get up out of this bed. Got to brush these fangs and find something to wear.
All right. Okie doke. We've got a few fisheries to catch up on. And so I'm going to play, I think I have hang on, let me find it. The timestamp from Monday. Did we do the end of, no, that's too far back. Hang on. That's Aquashella. Yeah, I did write it down. Okay.
I think your screen is on fire.
Oh, no, it ain't. Is it really?
What?
Shh.
Listen, that almost happened at Aquashella with the equipment. So
I don't know what that could be. I don't know what that was. No.
It was a cool effect, though.
Good. It's effects. That's what it is. It's effects. That's what it is.
I don't even know how to do that. Pretty good.
Well, for the mid-morning break, you guys, we are going to play Fishery from Alex with The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Got to get to 13.37 is the timestamp, and I think they're like 13 to 14 minutes apart.
Nice.
Dee.
Well, I have some work stuff I have to get to, so I'm gonna have to jump down anyways. So
Well, thanks for jumping in, Stephen.
Yes.
No problem.
Thanks for
Everybody
joining us.
Have a great day. I'll
All
be in chat when I'm done with my meeting.
Okay.
All
right. Later, y'all.
And go right on into Fish Story that I don't have pulled up yet. Yee. There we go. Whoa. Oh, good. It's still there.
Water
Good deal.
type, or not water, but a liquid solution for the crystal to form, but it needs to be completely airtight and vacuum sealed within the cell. But then when that's in the microwave, that liquid gets agitated, poof, it's gone, and the cells in there realign into carbon, and they then form into rings because of the way that scales are laid down. And that's why we can read fish scales like the rings on a tree, and they can tell us how old they are. But this also works in a layering process for these carbon nano onions and carbon nanotubules also. Really cool stuff. So thanks for watching. I know this was a long one because I had a bit to say at the beginning, but I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? Episode 115. All right. So today's episode is called What is a Datsu Koi, and how and when were they created? Well, a Datsu Koi are koi with no scales or very few scales, selective scales along the back or head, or maybe a tail, or maybe along the lateral line. It just depends on the type that they're trying to breed. So it is an old genetic trait, yet relatively new in the koi world, considering there's over 1,000 years of people domesticating carp and what became koi. And the first Datsu Koi was only developed around 100 years ago, but new versions keep coming out stemming from that hybridization that occurred 100 years ago, and this scaleless characteristic that can be crossed with almost any variety of existing koi. So any color forms or patterns you see, they can cross it and either have these incredible chrome and silver scales in select places or no scales at all. So you get kind of a leathery catfish or suede look to your koi. And this advent in hybridizing and line breeding kois after that is called, or is very similar to Jinrin, which is diamond scales or beautiful shimmer rather than big old chunky scales. It's like leathery shark skin or something. Now, under microscope, it's not like shark skin. But anyways, simply put, Datsu doubles the number of koi varieties that are possible. So for example, Kohaku and Datsu Kohaku, Senku and Datsu Senku, as well as Showa and Hisei and Nishiki. I always say that wrong. Nishiki, Datsu, and so many more. So these koi are a kind of Asian carp species that scientists only just recently discovered through genetic testing and genomic sequencing are a completely separate species that hybridized with the Central Asian carp, or Chinese koi style variant, which is Cyprinus carpio, and the Japanese koi, which historically are in fact descended from East Asian carp, not the Chinese carp, which are from Central Asian carp. So that is known as Cyprinus rubro-fuchsius, and that is what we think of when we think of the Japanese koi. For a long time, we thought that the Japanese just got koi from the Chinese and then continued to line breed them. Maybe they hybridized with one of the 19 wild varieties of koi at some point in the last 1,000 years. But apparently, out of the 19 species in the genus, they're saying that mostly Japanese koi are Cyprinus rubro-fuchsius, and the other ones are Cyprinus carpio. Now, that's new science that's come out. But let me tell you about some other stuff. So with goldfish, they're a different form of carp, and they're hailing from their wild ancestor, Cyprinus auratus. And they're also kind of a Central and East Asian carp species. So all three of the common ornamental carp, Carpio, rubro-fuchsius, and C. auratus, are food sources in many countries. However, the scaleless carp, or mirror carp / leather carp, of the Carpio species were originally developed in Europe, not in Asia. They were developed in Germany for ease of preparation. If you've seen my recent video, I go into way more detail on this for 40 minutes and talk all about the history of it in Europe and America. But this first resulted in the creation of the mirror carp, which is a decorative carp in the sense that it has bright scales, but it was really bred so that it didn't need to be scaled to be eaten, and yet would still have a pretty display when served to royalty in Europe. And so various monasteries around Europe, monks and other people were who raised this in medieval times, and possibly it could even be a holdover from Roman and Greek times, because we know they bred carp, but there's just no good info for sure on if that was carried over or if they started over with wild carp again. But either way, this led to that mirror carp, which has chrome scales down the back and on its face and tail. I happened to catch one the other day, and I have another video on it and on the history, and a live stream where we talk about it. But that when it was domesticated more and more, and by around 1500, they'd invented a carp called the leather carp, which had no scales at all. This was not bred for being pretty or being sparkly and able to see in ponds or fountains like the other ones had the purpose of. This was strictly for not having to descale it for food preparation, because that made it more like some of the catfish and eel that was actually thought of kind of more highly in the world of food and society. So because of this, they became really popular with European royalty. And after about 100 years or so, flooding of royal ponds, rich people just giving them away to people who did good deeds and things like that. Plus the fact that they can have like hundreds of thousands of eggs in a large female that's up to 80 pounds of the European carp or the Eurasian carp. They quickly spread and became not such a rare thing. And so over time, they became a really common protein source, with them becoming more and more affordable within about 200 years, all the way down to working class folks. Now, within the Industrial Revolution around the 1700s and 1800s, it was a new favorite of the rising middle class and artisan working class, and even the people working in textile factories in England and things. So then this story took another turn. So the fish go from ornamental, pretty fish for royalty to common food fish. And in 1904, they go back to ornamental fish again, when in 1904, the two scaleless carp varieties, and I'm saying scaleless with the mirror carp, but it really just only has, maybe 20 or 30 big scales down the spine, maybe 10 on around the face, and at most 10 around the tail. The whole body is free of scales generally, although now there are versions that have scales all down the side. But in 1904, the Japanese fella thought, you know what? We should import these because we like carp. We like Asian carp and our version of carp and koi, and we eat them in one strain, and then we also keep them in this beautiful strain. And so they imported them, and almost instantly koi farmers also recognize, hey, these have no scales and they're in the same genus, we can cross them. So they crossed them with the koi, and they came up with the term doitsu for this fish, which is a hybrid of the mirror carp or leather carp crossed with a Japanese carp by the name of Akiyama, which is a man who existed in Japan breeding carp, and that was the family name for his strain of Japanese koi, was Akiyama. So he used the mostly scaleless carp and few metallic scales to introduce those into what we see as carp or see as koi today. So this includes the Jinrin and Doitsu morphs. And like I said, that means half of the carp that exists now could be doitsu. So his full name, the guy in 1904, is Mr. Kichigoro Akeyama, and he came up with the idea to cross these fish. While the Japanese government wanted them more for a food source, he wanted them for his breeding, and so he did so. Now, the German word for Germany is Deutschland, and to the Japanese, that sounded like doitsu, or close enough. That's how they ended up saying it. And so by 1908, 4 years later, he successfully crossed these fish together and developed the new variety that became extremely popular of koi, the shusioi. And because the scaleless carp were developed and imported from Germany, that name Dotsu, or basically the Japanization of Deutschland or Deutsch, Deutz, is Doitsu, and it ended up sticking as a name. So we're going to leave the story here for now, but it's just the start of over 100 more years of breeding that then continued, crossing lines and making cool scales with silver scales and bright metallic scales, some fish that have no scales in some places and some just along the spine or on the head, all sorts of beautiful koi. So try Googling some of those things if you want to go back, rewatch this episode and look up some of the names I mentioned, or just Google Doitsu and look at some of the combos. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Hey guys, how's it going?
You're muted, Jess. You're muted, just so you know. There you go.
Might as well just keep it going.
All right.
Alan, good morning. I was playing, or actually I was trying to clean my tadpole water. But I have a question, you guys. Steven got me those pods, those lily pods. Am I supposed to boil them so they'll sink? Because they won't sink.
I have no idea.
Well, me either. I need the answer.
Doesn't seem like out. Does anybody else know?
And I need to find a male longfin albino bristlenose. I got 3 females, no males. I lost
Bunny
my
Viper says yes, boil the pods. Poetic Song says she just drops botanicals in and they sink eventually.
Really? Okay. They just
I love
eventually
shrimp.
sink. I don't have shrimp. Ooh, speaking of shrimp, I see one of my crystal shrimp.
Woohoo!
Oh, that was something else I came back with. I came back with some of them red PRL. It's a PRL.
I thought you got PBLs.
I have PBLs.
Oh, okay. So you got PR.
Yeah. Remember, because I wanted both of them, so we said to go with the reds because I already had. I knew of one female, black, and then they would breed, and I'd have both.
Yep.
Quick bowl. You ended up putting small stones in yours. Oh. Check with peplin on the long fin bristle nose. Okay. Check boil for quick sinking. Well, that's what I want. I want them to just go poof, sink. Because the I want to show you guys, but I don't know if it'll let me do it. Let me see. Let me try. I'm going to try. Maybe. They're not
So,
all here, though.
are we doing races today?
No, we're not doing for this month, August. We're not doing end of month.
Well, I was gonna say because since I'm in such a giving mood for my birthday, I wouldn't mind raffling off a Papa
Now
shirt.
we can do that. We can do a just cuz.
Just cause I'd love to give away a shirt.
Yeah, we can do a just cuz race. Trying to find something real quick. And it's bringing up only one of them.
And I remember like a year ago, I was on with Focus On with some guy that does a Focus On type thing on Tuesdays at 5:30.
Yeah?
I'm not going to call him out or anything, but then he had said, I really like that keeping it shrimpable tagline that if you ever make a shirt, I'll be the first one to buy one. And he never has. Hint, hint. So maybe you could win one.
Maybe you can win one. That's calling you out. You've been called out. Boom. Well, I don't know where they're at. I don't know why it does this. Well, I'll have to move them so that I can pull them up because I'm not going to. There are certain botanicals that are toxic if not boiled first. A person from my club dropped them in her tank and killed their fish. I think they are called curly pods. Well, these are just pods, and they've been in there for several days now without being boiled, but I want them to sink so they can start using them. I think that'll really help my baby. Boom. Dave Broussard, good morning. So, okay, how do you want to do it? How do you want to do the race? Do you want to do, because there's not a shrimp race.
Right.
That
would be cool though. They'd be going backwards.
Right? Backwards like crawfish. That's right, because crawfish don't move forward like that. They hop back.
How was that again?
Yeah.
That was fun.
I don't know. Let's see. Let me see. Let me just see.
Yeah, the ones that I have or that I had at Aquashella were run by or printed by Texas Fish Room 712 Apparel. So they look different than the shirts that I have on Teespring.
That one?
Yep,
Top
that
of
looks so
shrimp.
good.
In the back. This is Joe's shirt. That's why it's big. Keeping it shriveled.
And it was funny because I had some people come up in the booth and they were like, I want one of those shirts. And I'd give them one. They were like, no, I wanted to say keeping it shriveled. And I'd have to flip it to the back and say, it says keeping it under. Like, oh, okay. But I also have, and I wanted to have them before the Aquashella, but I have some shirts on Teespring that I designed that just have that a shrimp and says hashtag I love shrimp. No Papa Shrimp stuff on it, but I
Right.
want to have shirts with the I love shrimp on it.
You should
So-
have that. You should have it say that. You should have hashtag I love shrimp and then do your iOS code or whatever code. Well, I can't remember what the damn code name is. That
QR code.
QR code, yes. Yeah.
I need to get me one. I want one so that I can have it to wear at least. I should have bought myself one for my birthday, but so I'm such a shrimp nerd that even after Aquashella and all of the stuff that we have going on, I decided that what I wanted for my birthday, besides a cake and steak dinner, I got myself some shrimpies.
What'd you get?
And I got some decor from the little aquariums that I have, and I set them up, put water in it, and then I went to the shop and got more shrimp.
Those tanks. I love those tanks.
I know they're awesome. Now that I have them, I'm sitting there going, man, I'd love to have a wall of tanks like that.
Yeah, they're like perfect size.
Yeah, they are.
They really
perfect. They're 12 inches. So two of them together is 24 inches. That's why they fit on that table that I had so well. And it comes with what you need, the light and the sponge filter.
And the light it's right. It's the right brightness. It's not dim like
I love you, Rico.
oh. Like this cube that I've got here, this rimless that I have that sits to my right. I don't even remember who it's by, but that light isn't bright enough for me. Although it came with it, so I don't want to change it. But it's one of those. I need to take the frame part on the inside out, and then I don't want to mess with the tank, so I just leave it be. But I have two of those that I need to pull that black partition out since I don't use it as a I put sponge filters on. But they have these cute little Yep. I love those little cute sponge filters.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They really are little and cute.
That tank on the right has about 20 shrimp in it, which is crazy because you can't see them.
Right.
And I would have figured in a small tank like this that, there would be no place for the shrimp to hide, but nope.
Seeing those seeing those tanks in person, I really like them as well.
If you can tell, look at how thick the glass is. For a little aquarium, the glass is really, really sturdy. And I don't know, I have nothing but good things to say about the quality of the aquarium itself. It's outstanding.
Yeah, I really like them.
Thank you, Dee Dee. That's like I said, I bought the little decor for myself for my birthday. Got the spider woods, the slate and quartz stone because it's pH neutral,
Yeah.
and those little, wood caves. I put one in each, and then I have shrimp coming in today. They should arrive sometime today. Yeah, they're low iron glass. But so yeah, I'm gonna on the left tank. I'm gonna put in some orange eye red tigers.
Cool. I guess we can just do hashtag.
I did it. Just two. Yes.
Sure.
Just two. Let me see if I can get this closer so you can see some shrimpies.
There, it's focused. I see a shrimpy in the very front on the bottom.
Yep.
Left. Black and white. What is it?
Yes.
A King Kong?
Yes, it's black and white.
Is it a King Kong?
I think it's a Cole Galaxy Pinto.
Okay.
The moss is the moss that's in the front is giant willow moss.
That's that's the stuff you wouldn't let nobody have.
Yeah, I got that from Eric.
Yeah.
And then the moss in the back, that's Mayberry moss.
Huh. I see I don't know, is it called a tentacle of one
Yeah,
of them?
or the antenna, behind that
Antenna of
spider
one
wood.
of them back there behind the wood. He keeps sticking it out there, but you don't ever see him.
There's one right there in the middle on
yep.
the bottom.
Right there at the bottom. That's
But you see how the spider wood already has a coat, the filmy biofilm?
Yeah.
Starting to get it. The shrimp love that.
Yeah. Kelly says, Jerry, she saw the most incredible shrimp on Instagram. It was a blue, red body, orange eye tiger. It was mostly blue with red shimmer and glowing orange eyes.
Ooh, pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting to experiment with some of the orange eyes. I have some orange eye yellow King Kongs, some orange eye red tigers, orange eye blue tigers, orange eye. I guess they're kind of like those snow white shrimp. I'm not sure what it is. It's probably just a coal, but I have a bunch of coal Caridina shrimp that I'm going to try to sort out and play around with. And then some of them, I'm just going to leave them all Skittles and see what comes out of it. But yeah, it feels awesome having aquariums now again.
Yep. All right. So what about we just do the hashtag hang on. StreamYard.
I'm back.
Contest, and we'll do hashtag I love shrimp. Is that okay?
Shrimps. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, where is the darn thing?
I didn't do the whisper. I love shrimp. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show.
What?
I said, welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show.
I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Why is it not pulling up? Like normal.
Uh-oh. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, Callie.
I'm going to be looking for that shrimp you described. I have an Instagram account. I set it up at Chicago Aquashella when I was sitting there with Rack, and he was like, oh man, you got to have an Insta account. Here, let me show you. And I set it up real quick, and I've never used it.
I wonder.
It's just like I don't know how to use Discord yet. I've been invited multiple times to be on Discord this and Discord that, but I know nothing.
So the funny thing is I can pull it up under the mains, tails, fur, and fins stuff, but I can't pull it up under the Aquatic Morning Show stuff. So I wonder if it has to. I mean, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna try
it. Steven, what the F? Kelly, I just got out of my meeting.
Okay. I want you guys to do hashtag I love shrimp. And I'm gonna see if it'll collect the numbers. Looks like it.
She didn't say start, Dee Dee. Calm down.
Start!
Is it collecting entries?
It is. How? Yeah, there it is.
Okay. Awesome.
Cool. It sure is.
And then whoever wins will determine what size you need and all that fun stuff.
Box Gardens. Fishy Mine. Misfit. Look, everybody comes out of the woodwork when you do
Right? You do a giveaway.
a giveaway. It's for a Papa Shrimp shirt.
Woohoo!
Triple. I love shrimp.
Who else loves shrimp?
Who else loves shrimp? Hey, do you have the your thing where the people said it, shouted it?
Shouted it. I have like 4 people that did it. I mean, I totally spaced on all of that, Jess. It was like Sunday until I remembered, I need to get some I love shrimp videos. So I didn't get too many. And then like the one that you did, I felt so bad for those people because you told them to say hashtag I love shrimp. So they were all like, hashtag I love shrimp. And I was like, no, a little bit. Never mind.
No, with some enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying
like
to
Nicole's daughter. She was all like, I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
I was trying to find mine. But when I download photos on my computer, it goes to a different place, and I hate it, but I don't know how to fix it. So I was going to try and play it, but I don't know if I can or not. So after this, I have pulled it up. I'm going to see if it'll let me pull it up in a different window.
Okay.
And go from there.
I did manage also on Tuesday. I went to Walmart and got myself a external hard drive so I could fix my storage issues on my computer and phone.
Yeah. You know, I took my GoPro. I took that, my sister's GoPro, and I took that other handheld little gimbal camera she's got and never used them.
Right.
ended up using my phone and Joe's phone the whole time.
Right. That's crazy.
And yeah,
I need a new gimbal, or I need one of those. I'd kind of like to I'd rather have one of those because it's all in one. I don't want to have to take my phone and put it on the gimbal and
yeah,
blah 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 bitty. But
right.
the gimbals are so much better.
I had a gimbal. I didn't like it.
It for the overall quality of your videos, it works better. Especially doing stuff like Aquashella when you're walking around and walking by tanks.
Don't buy the $40 one then. Alishon wants to know if you have a 3X tall.
No, the largest I have are the double XLs.
All right, everybody, hurry up. Get it in. Get it in.
Get it in,
Hashtag
get
I
it
love
in.
shrimp. Liberty Bell Sickley's good morning.
Good morning. We're giving away t-shirts, so put in your hashtag I love shrimp before Jess says stop.
Which is coming up any second now. Any second now. All right. S-T-O-P. Stop.
Stop.
Here we go. All right. Let me get to the right window here.
All right. Let's see who's the winner today.
All right. Here I go.
Dun 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 dun.
Hey,
Whoa,
Cody,
look at that.
Congrats. Congrats. All right. Yay.
You want one of the button down ones like the one I have? Yeah, I need to get some of those made too. It's an awesome shirt. And you know what? I didn't wear it most of the week. I didn't wear it all weekend because it was too darn hot in that building.
It was so hot, y'all. God, it was so hot. It was
Saturday
really
at
hot.
about 2 o'clock, I think it was on Saturday. It was like very, very stuffy. It was max capacity crowd in that place. And then the doors, our booth was like right next to where the door is, that people were going in and out to smoke or whatever, vendors and stuff. So that door was pretty much open the whole time. And then all of the people, it was just whoo. So I didn't wear my shirt.
It was hot. Well, you guys, we're going to do a number 2 of fishery. Fish story, not fishery.
Fishery.
Fishery. From Alex, the Aquatic Morning Show. I can't talk. Oh my gosh. From Alex with the secret history living in your aquarium. He's got a lot to tell us today.
Awesome.
Having a good morning. I know I am, because I'm recording these all at once, and I'm always in a good mood when I record these because I love fish news, history, and information and telling stories. So today we're going to be talking about why you probably won't be finding any Burmese or Thai wild caught fish for a while. And that's Thai from the Thai border regions. You'll still get Thai fish from the western part of Thailand, the non-mountainous region. But basically there is a full-on war that's escalating essentially. And a lot of our fish, like the CPD, the Celestial Pearl Daniel, like the Erythromicron, the Emerald Dwarf Rasbora, the Croaking Gourami, as well as the thick lip gourami, a number of wild bettas, a number of the baddis, a whole bunch of different carp and cyprinid species, the red-tailed catfish, or the red-tailed loach rather, out of Lake Inle. all 58 endemic species to that basin actually are probably not going to be coming out for a long time. Now, this is a problem because farmers in Southeast Asia have already reported that they're having trouble with the genes and the lines of those fish. You're seeing humped backs, crooked spines, and just not good health generally. And it's because they only collected these specimens. They only collected so many of them, and they need to go replenish the gene pool or cross with other breeders. And the breeders are very secretive, like me in the dark. Uh-oh, my set got exposed. Anyways, so bummer that they don't have the good genes and they need to go into the wild to get them. Well, getting them out of the wild is a trick, because a lot of the places where they find them are near what was a tourist attraction, Lake Inle, but at the same time, it's a very remote region in some ways. And when the locals and tribes and warlords kind of crack down on those areas, they make it very hard for foreigners to get around. Not to mention that the military and the government, which was taken over by the military, their semi-democratic government was taken over by the military in 2001. And ever since then, some of the ethnic groups have been rebelling and saying, we want democratic rule, or we want our own autonomous freedom. Now, the three major groups doing this are the Karen, the Shan, and the Wa people. And that is, again, where we get a whole bunch of, gold ring danios, a lot of interesting loaches, the Burmese border loach, all sorts of things like that are coming out of there. And unfortunately, just the other day on Facebook, people in that Shan region shared that a Yak 130 military jet did 2 passes on a village there and fired several salvos of unguided rockets into civilian targets. Then a second video showed at least one of those same Yak 130 Russian bombing planes. They're kind of old technology, but it doesn't matter. It's a jet fighting people on the ground with like AKs. And the jet came through a village at least 5 times, firing on people on the ground with its machine guns, and did 18 salvos of unguided rockets that were filmed. So these attacks are said to have taken place in the Mauwadi township in the Karen state, these secondary ones. And it's where ethnic groups have long been armed and wanted autonomous rule, saying they're different than the ethnic mainland population of Burma or Myanmar, however you know the country. So they've been basically training civilian militias in secret off and on for years and years. Now, they've always kind of been a standby area. They've been known for trafficking narcotics and trafficking weapons and even people through China and Thailand, as well as, illegal endangered animals and species and products and textiles and cultural exports, and adventurous tourism, which for a while was pretty safe to go to Lake Inle. Not so much anymore. And now it turns out that the Myanmar military government has also ordered they want another 12 to 30 of these military aircraft, theoretically to use on their own people, as well as more rockets and missiles and bombs. So basically, they seem to be assisting Russia, who right now may not be the most popular person in the world at the world poker table of people playing politics. So I guess Myanmar is going to be pro-Russian now. And all this stems from their February coup in 2021, when their army chief, General Min Aung Hlaing, seized power from the elected government from a woman named Aung San Suu Kyi. And he had a coup where he literally just rolled tanks and military troops right into basically the parliament building. And right after, there were mass protests and people saying, we don't want this, we don't want this. Now, to which the military responded by killing 2,000 people in massacres in the street. And also they have displaced around 1 million people, with 700 for sure noted out of place right now, on top of the other ethnic group that happens to be in the area. We won't get into right now, but there's another ethnic group in the area that's been displaced of about 1 million people in the country too. So the whole country's in kind of turmoil right now. And it might be okay in some of the big cities if you're on the side of the military regime, but it's not okay out in the territories and the smaller cities that surround the capital. Russia is a crucial supplier of weapons and equipment to Myanmar and their military. And Min Aung Hlaing was in Moscow this month pursuing further deadly hardware. So it doesn't look like the people of Myanmar will be relieved from this terror anytime soon. And it doesn't look like those fish, which were actually kind of kept a secret and protected for a long time in Myanmar because of their strict military government that ruled everything for so long. And before that, their kind of secretive government and forms of rule. Well, that kind of protected things after British rule from getting super developed or getting destroyed. And that's why we found things like Lake Inle and the Shan region and the Shan Basin, which had tons of incredible fish, like hundreds of species that were discovered from 2006 to 2012. And we're still discovering more, but that's when literally a few hundred new species were announced. And unfortunately, we can't keep looking in these regions and on the Chinese border regions. Not Chinese or Western scientists will be safe in those regions for the moment, nor will people to source new genetics for the sorely needed new genetics in the big breeding and spawning operations in places like Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, and on the west side of Thailand, or rather the east side of Thailand. Sorry, the west side of Thailand is the one that's in trouble. Yeah, so there are also unconfirmed reports that the planes, those same Yak planes, were flying within 200 yards of the Thai border and firing rockets. So not only are the ethnic groups there upset, the Thai government could get pretty upset, and this could turn into an unstable situation more so. I know that is only so important to fish, you know, it's a bummer, but think of the cost to human lives. And I just like to tie human issues together with issues in our hobby and how we impact one another as fish and humans. Thanks for watching. Next time on The Secret History Living in Your Aquariums version of Fishtory. Back to you, Jess. All right.
As I'm sitting here enjoying another ice cream cone. Let me go put it back in the freezer.
They just sedated Thor and took him out on a stretcher to do x-ray, nail trim, second in his lifetime, maybe ultrasound, blood work, cardiovascular tests. And that was upsetting to see. So now I'm lurking while I wait. Oh, man. That's got to be rough. Oops.
Rough.
I didn't mean it that way.
She knows that.
Oh.
Is that a carrot ice cream cone?
Shut up.
No, it's a, what do they call them? Drumsticks. You know, they have the waffle cone, and then it's got a thing of what do you call it? A drop of ice cream, a scoop of ice cream on top, and then chocolate, and then nuts. Anyway.
And it was really nice to meet you in person, Brooklyn. and meet your husband and just get to hang out in person versus only on stream. You know, that's the one thing I really do like about Aquashella is getting to meet people, and that you no longer have the screen separating you, so you have the
No,
real person
but
there.
I don't. It doesn't change. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. Like, I feel like I've already met you. Like, you know, without actually physically touching you, I felt like I already have. So when I do see you, it's just like, it's cool. It's awesome. But it's like another, like we've already met. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, for me, of course, I'm a big hugger, and every time I see, I'm a big old hug.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like when I
just,
saw Melanie, she looked at me and she was like, we don't know each other. We never streamed together or anything, but she was standing there. She was like, are you a hugger? And I was like, yeah. So she gave me a hug. And so it was a little weird because I didn't know her. But whereas like seeing you or Carrie or Brookley or any of that, it was like, hey, hi, and giving hugs without even thinking about it, because it's like we already know each other.
Right. Fingers
That's what I
crossed,
like
Brooklyn.
about it. That it takes away that barrier to where you could actually connect with somebody there in person. And you know, it's nice to see the real person instead of the person.
And how about that? Did you know that person that was standing beside Bob was Alex Englehart?
From Tank Tested?
No, Alexander Englehart was standing beside Bob when I was standing there at the
that was
Co-op.
Oh, okay.
Aquarium Co-op booth.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's who that was. Bob didn't introduce him. Shame on you, Bob.
Right.
Never use glitter rocks. Why? They're pretty. If you just make sure you're going to get it all over yourself.
Wear masks so you don't get glitter powder in your lungs.
Well, look, I was putting glitter on myself. So, hey. And I was walking around barefooted around all that stuff too, because I'd had enough of my shoes. Oh, I pulled it up.
Jason was telling me how he was like, man, it was crazy how many times Dean came up and started talking to me like if he knew me, and I've never met the man. And I was sitting there thinking, Jason, do you realize that to Dean, you're probably the guy that tried to steal his breeding method? Because
what?
No, not steal it. He always paid homage to Dean when he talked about his breeding system with the little bins and the water and the little filters that he'd put on top, and like Dean did.
Look, I can do it. Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it. I can. Okay, you can see that?
Yep.
You can see this? Okay. All right. All right. Oh, no, I don't know what it just did. Can you still see it?
Yep.
Okay. Did it pop up a new window?
Hey, it's Corey. Go check out the Aquatic Morning Show. I'll see you there.
Do you hear it?
Awesome.
Here we go. Here's another one. Go ahead. When are you ready?
Hey, what's up, guys? We love watching the morning show.
They do it again.
Aquatic morning show. I'll see you later. We love watching the Aquatic morning show.
Okay.
We love watching the Aquatic morning show.
Yes. I've got a bunch of those. There's Carrie and Jesse. I've got to crop some of them. So there's Jay Oliver. And
are you just going to post Zenzo's picture just like that?
No. No, probably.
When Corey says, go watch the Aquatic Morning Show, flash to that picture real quick and then back.
I didn't recognize. I mean, how would I know what Alexander Earhart looked like? That's what that's what I was like. Well, how would I would have known that that's who that was? Everybody's, Bob said he was around the whole weekend, and I'm like, well, what? Nobody said anything. I only seen him with Bob that one time that he was standing with me at the co-op booth when we were talking with, let's see, it was me and Dean and Corey and Zenzo, and then that older couple with Extreme.
Yes.
The Nano Aquarium guy. Hello. Jay Oliver was in here earlier. Hello. Too Cooley for Schooly. So it was a blast. But I did. And then Joe actually, I said there was no way I thought Corey would do. I'll say I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. And the reason is because, he vets, everything that he does, he makes sure he vets everything, right? Real good. Not to say that nothing's wrong with the morning show, but, before he said, so he did it in a good way. The way he said it, he didn't say, I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show. He said, go check it out, which is a good thing, right? Fishy Mine, I still probably would not have reckoned, because you still don't know how tall, how it's still really different. Unless it's somebody like, I see Jerry all the time, but still in person, it's different. So Bob is tall.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I never realized he was that tall, and I never realized Corey was that short.
Well,
I mean, I did, but the first time I met Corey in 2019 at Aquashella, I didn't pay attention. I was just, absorbing everything. I was still, wow, and it was funny because when I sat there and I talked to Irene back then in 2019, she was still not Girl Talks Fish, the Gamer's Wife.
With Gamer's Wife.
And I told her, I was like, standing there, I was like, the only reason that I know who you are is because I heard you on stage talking and I recognized your voice because I never see your face on camera.
Right.
And then when she started working for Co-op, she went full on, face, showing her face and talking on camera.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't have. I still wouldn't have. Even with seeing him on the Focus On, I still would not have, But, no, I lurk in all of them.
It's just like I knew instantly who Victoria Lee was when I saw her walk by.
Yeah.
The first day I got there, I was like, "Oh, that's Victoria."
Did y'all see our Facebook picture?
Yeah.
That was a good picture. That was.
She said the same thing to me. She was like, "I didn't think I'd recognize you, but you're exactly how you look." And I was like, "I know. I'm just me. Nothing fancy. It's just me.
Just me." Where did she send that picture to?
Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah, but is it Maine's or was it the Aquatic Morning Show? I don't remember.
I don't either. Ooh, it's almost 11 already.
Is it really?
Crap. And you didn't do the live stream schedule?
I know. Not yet.
My mouse is blinking at me. I think the battery's dying.
Uh-oh. I don't know what they're doing.
Happy Friday.
Mama
Right
sent
answer.
me how to make a silicone mermaid tail on Facebook. I was trying to figure out what it was. Anyway, I was also looking for the thing for the picture. Anyway, we need to do the live stream lineup. Okay, I gotta write down. Oh man, I didn't do the last fishery either. Okay, I'm gonna save the fishery for Monday. That way he only has, or we have one for a special occasion. So fishery. Is it 43.54?
I think that was the total, wasn't it?
Oh, it's 34.12. All right. And now we need the live stream. Where's it at, Dee Dee? Oh, there it is.
And now for your weekend live streams in Eastern Standard Time starting on Friday. Keep their fingers off those buttons. Don't touch that dial.
Dee Dee, I'll call you after the stream, okay?
It's starting off at 5 a.m. on
Rosy
Aquatics.
Barbs.
That's right. Get up early. And at 10, it's the Aquatic Morning Show on Maystell's Fur and Fins with Jess and crew. At 12, it's My Fish Takes Aquatics. Good job. As of right now, there is no 2 p.m. stream listed, but check the fishfam.link. You never know. And at 4, it's Aquarium Adventures with Graham. And it's the Ed and Lefty Variety Show at 4:30 on Chattanooga Edge Channel. And at 6, it's Stay Fishy Friday on Ohio Fish Rescue Channel. And also at 6 is Cold Water Aquatics with Brandon and Aquatic Ness. Then you have The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium at 7 with Alex. At 7:30, it's Aqua League. And Hippie John the Fisherman, Whizzle Aquatics. 7:30 on Hippie John's channel. At 8:30, it's Father Fish. And at 9:30, Friday night with LRB Aquatics, Mr. Pleco. And at 10:30, it's Friday Night Fish Talk with Kenny E, Chattanooga Ed, and James. And this should be on the Fish Room Fever channel this week. And 11:30, it's In the Den with Big Tank Hank. And that concludes the Friday night lineup. And now for the Saturday live streams in Eastern Standard Time. And we start off with Team Detritus at 8 a.m. on Terry's Tropical Tanks. Next up is Saturday Morning Cartoons on 503 Aquatics. It's Shanna and Jason, Depths Unknown. And at 12, it's Pin a Chart. And also at 12, it's Mob Guppy. It's Peter. And And at 2 is Fish Plants and Moss. It's the Cali Fish Keeper channel. So nothing is scheduled for the 4 o'clock slot. An opportunity, people. And at 6, it's Mississippi Hippie. That's Sherry with Aquariums as Therapy. At 7, it's Saturday with Fish Freaks. It's Scotty. And also at 7 is Wild About Hers in the Den with Big Tank Hank channel. And at 8 is Saturday Night Focus Song stream with Rico Stan. And at 9 on Glassbox Hero channels, Fish and Friends with Danny and Gina. And at 9:30, it's Vinny's Aquatics. And at 11 is Punchy Paints with Pam and Bob. And now for the Sunday live streams in Eastern Standard Time. And we start off at 9 on the Easy Stream, Depths Unknown. That's Jason. That's some sexy music there. And at 11, it's Our Aquatic Universe with Mike. And at 12, it's Mike's Aquatics and Things with the Sunday Brunch. And at 1, it's Sunday Sharpie on Sharpie's Fishing Phantoms. And at 2, it's 2 Peas in a Pod on Jimmy P Aquarium channel. That's Jimmy P and Mary Page. And at 3, it's Sunday Stream with Brienne's Fish Ram. Brienne, Dave, and Sandy. And also at 3 is Sunday Shenanigans with Farlow and Eddie. It's Aqua Malik at 4. Science Girl Aquatics at 5 with Carrie and Jesse. 5:30, it's Follow the Fish. And looky, at 6, it's Skipper's Aquariums with the Skipper. And at 7, it's Q Aquatics with Susie Q. At 8, it's Tia and Fish Mafia on Kaler's Aquatics with a whole bunch of Mafia folks up in there. And at 9, it's the Sunday night stream on Danica Aquatics with Kenny and Danny. And at 10, you have Griffin's Fish Room with Griffin. And at 11:30, you have Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics with Brennan. And also, please contact Liquid Zoo Only Fins, that's Matt, to have your live streams added, deleted, or update on the fishfam.link calendar. And Liquid Zoo, Matt, thanks for making this information easy to find at fishfam.link and Lefty 32138. Thanks for your live stream calendar on your site as well.
All right. We're back. Excuse me. We are already at the end of the stream, you guys. If last week. If you want a shirt, make sure you have emailed me and make sure that you put on there that you won the shirt. There were a lot of giveaways given away that day, and I'm going to have to go back and listen to it because I thought I wrote everything down, and now I can't find that list. But heck, at that point, it was crazy. So I will get with you, Dee Dee, on that. So what else? What am I missing?
End of week stuff is not going on in August.
No.
Okay. Just making that clear so everybody
Yeah,
knows.
we still have coffee cup sponsors. We just don't have an end of month. So, and I needed to get caught up on the ones that I owe for already. Well, the only one I owe a shirt to still is Greg. All the other shirts and all that, except for the stickers and stuff from the other day, are out. They've already been mailed out and done. So, I've just got towels and
power to the people.
Right.
Oh.
So anyway, well, you guys, it is time for, I think, is it Mike's Aquatics and Things is next or is already live? So you guys go over there, hang out with him, lurk, do your thing, and we will be back here Monday. I feel like it's like Tuesday because I've missed this week. But
well, thanks for celebrating my birthday with me all week.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that I wasn't here Tuesday to do your birthday thing big like I wanted to.
Oh, it's okay. Trust me. That's why I knew Tuesday was going to be the way it was. I had already predicted it, so my schedule was clear.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, like I said, I wish I could have made it big and special for you, and I just got sick.
I wish I would have been in the mood to do something at Aquashella, but
yeah,
Dan wasn't there, and
why didn't we think of that?
We were too beat and tired.
Right, that's no doubt. I don't know where we would have fit in anything else, honestly. I don't. I really don't. But well, you guys, thank you guys for being here on Friday, and I am sorry about this past week and not being here Tuesday and Thursday. But thank you guys for showing back up on Friday for the Aquatic Morning Show. You still love me. Thank you. We're going to go out listening to Mr. Pleco. And in the spot of Mr. Pleco, you can say, I love shrimp.
I love shrimp.
I love shrimp. So, thank you to everybody that's here. Thank you for the mods. And, the whole big spiel that we do at the end of every show, you know what everybody says. So we love you guys. We'll see you Monday morning.
Mr. Pleco Cat, where the funk you at? Mr. Pleco Cat, funky Pleco Cat. Mr. Pleco. Driftwood Rider, Ultimate Hider, Algae Eater, Good Tank Cleaner, Nocturnal Feeder, Good Breeder, Mr. Pleco Cat, you funky Pleco Cat, Mr. Pleco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco, where the funk you at? Mr. Blanco, funky Blanco cat. Tanks on, 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 eating high, eating high, eating high, eating high, Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco. Mr. Blanco.